A-A-L-E-X, ho. A-A-L-E-X, ho. Yeah, 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 yeah. A-A-L-E-X, ho. Yeah, A-A-L-E-X, ho. Y'all already know what time it is, man. Everybody love T. Hey. Big leaf roll, tighter than cornrows. I done got so lifted, I'm traveling through portals. Coolin' with my chick, we just kick it like Eddie Gordo. Then that shit be getting explicit, just like a porno. Then I slide deep in that bleep fast as a Porsche go. Going YOLO as soon as I'm out my polo. She cuckoo for Coco, for Alex, she mucho loco. She just might get a ring like Smeagol and Frodo. We can go together better than Ash and Pidgeotto. If these niggas get grown, that's a no-no. Chrome handgun to your dome like JoJo. I can't let a pawn take my queen off the throne, no. So I just swerve and observe like a GoPro. 100, now she running like Flojo. We gon' have the haters coming in by the boatload. We gon' have to keep the whole world in a snow globe. Oh no, student on your booty crate. Ludius, I lose and pay. I think I wanna hit your ass. You might just get abused today. No, you want to FNC, just don't forget the UK. Straight up, drip, dot, pimpin' like a movie case. You know I'm from these Florida streets. Let me taste that Georgia peach. Beating down the walls, rearranging the decor at least. Swear this dick gon' make you text your friend like, girl, that boy beast. Appetite insatiable. Keep it shave your boy eat. She teaches like Ambrosia. She pitch that kitten over, then I knock it out like Sosa. She melted out the boy shorts, stripping like it's strokers. Never be on Facebook, love it when I post her. Pussy power paper, I don't play, bro. I'm a player. If your girlfriend weak-minded, then I might manipulate her. Personality so awkward, but the pussy be so awkward that I gotta pull out before I bust in her like a chop. Yeah, A-A-L-E-X, live in the red. A-A-L-E-X, I can get away. A-A-L-E-X, live in the red. A-A-L-E-X, baby, I'm a threat. Bounce that like, shake that like, pop that like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Bounce that like, shake that like, pop that like, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Boom, 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 and we back. This is your boy Enigma September, and this is the Enigma Sept Hour. What you just heard was Aye Lex with Georgia Peach. I think that's the name of the song. I don't know, Alex. Let me know. I think the name of the song is Georgia Peach by Aye Lex. Of course, part of the network, my little bro. The boy hot. He got it. He always had it. And he continues to show that he has it. So there you go. Anyway, this is episode 150 of the Enigma Sept Hour. Brought to you by Freedom Train Radio. Yes, sir. Shouts out to everybody in the text, in the chat room. Man, I haven't said chat room in a while. Yo, if you listen to like the old episodes of Enigma Sept Hour, like back in my Blog Talk Radio days, I was always talking about the chat room because there were people in the chat room because people actually listened to me back then. Not so much now. Anyway, we actually got a chat. Shouts out to my man Sacrifice One Network, of course. You know what I mean? Man, Melody, I see you, bro. Need you back on the pod, bro. What you up to? Know you up to something. Let me turn my joints up because I can't hear them. I can't hear myself. Anyway, today, when you're listening to either rather the live or the podcast, I have a very special guest. Got my man Moormarshallel in the building. Well, not in the building. Not in the building. Fall plans meet Delta variant. So we're not in the building. However, my man's gonna be on the pod. SMEL for shout. For shout. Yeah, I say it like I'm from Florida. For shout. SMEL. You do that? S. It's funny because he in the green room right now, so you watching. You know, I'm just being goofy. So SMEL. Hey, gotta do a Nori clap. I need me a EFN. Hold up, maybe I do got an EFN. I wasn't. So those watching the live, I'm partaking in some Fruity drinks. I'm not gonna say what drinks I'm partaking in because they're not gonna pay me. Now, if you have some fruity drinks you'd like me to promote for a small fee, I may mention your name. Anyway, no, I'm just drinking these because Fee bought them and she bought them. I'm like, ew. I don't like pineapple or coconut. Definitely don't like them together. Yeah, somebody got to drink them. Hey, maybe I drink them from the podcast. Give me a little loose. Hey, yo. But no. Hold on, let me see. Jay, come on, man. I got the godson in the building. Hold up. Yo, hey, yo, fruity drinks, right? Man, they came over here and didn't knock the light over. Thank God. Got Jason in the building. Y'all give Jason some props. You want to say something? Nope. Okay, for those who don't know, Jason is a got potential because he does it. He's a aspiring YouTuber. Look at him looking. I don't know why he's sleepy. 6 o'clock in the afternoon. What you sleepy for? What you been doing? I'm finna be asking old man, right? What you been doing? Why you look sleepy? You been doing it all day. On that thing. On that thing all day. I love you, man. All right, you know what I mean? Yeah, you got school tomorrow, right? Right. I gotta help him with his homework. You're gonna be here almost all week. Go ahead to your tablet. Thank you, bro. Yeah, man. That's my godson, man. About a Gotti? I'm sorry, y'all be doing that. No, I'm the Gotti. No, stop. But they don't want to call yourself a grandparent. What? I'm Mima. No. You are a grandmother. Yeah. What Barbara said, give him that nigga figure it out face. Man. No, Jason, man, y'all don't even know. Jason's still like a nice kid right now, but boy, when he oh shoot. The wife's in the building. I got my ring on this episode. How about that? Jason was like, man, let me get back to my tablet. You didn't want to let me on in the first place. You see, I have a mic set up. Like I said, I thought about it, but oh, yo, Fee, you gotta relax. Yo, so yo, Fee, you better relax. Yo, Fee, so Fee said, Cody, let me see that ball. So apparently, Bravo shaved his hair. So my wife asked Bravo, of all people, don't send her a picture. He said, I'm about to send you a picture. Do not send my wife a picture, Cody Shelley. This is all wrong. Oh my. Because I'm pretty sure. The man ain't. I don't think he shaved his head. He may have shaved his head. Not that head. That's what I'm saying. Fee. I don't think he shaved his hair on his head. That's clear. I wasn't even assuming that when his wife said that he came out of the bathroom ball. I don't think that's what, he didn't do a me. You see what I did? See? He didn't do a me. I know. Patrice, look, man. Look, I slipped. All right, I didn't give it up. My bad, Patrice. I know. But on the flip side, I'm also gonna not try to die before 50. Oh my God. Whoa. Bro. First of all, let me take back. Thank you, baby. Let me take back all the things that I said about my man on Bravo. Look, the man, I won't call him a perv. He's not a perv. He's you're sexually open. That's you guys saw the episode when he hosted. Y'all know him, bro. He's gonna be on the show 5 times. Y'all know how he get down. So I'm sorry. I assumed what his wife said he shaved everything. I thought he pulled the 40-year-old virgin. Kelly Clarkson. I thought he did that. I did. Yo, I hope maybe it's an out. I don't know. I'm not gonna crack jokes. I'm not. I can't say nothing. At least his hair gonna grow back. Mine doesn't. I mean, got a beautiful mane. A beautiful mane, man. Anyway, I have wasted 10 minutes talking about goddamn Bravo. Just taking over. We ain't even that close. Let me stop. That's my dog. That's so disrespectful. That's my dog. I'm having too much fun. Get these jokes off. Let me stop that. Okay. I gotta get the serious, man. Seriousness. Jeez. What we got? Oh, that Ock the damn shadow salute. Appreciate you over there in YouTube land. I see you. What we got, man? Actually got some sad news. So let me calm it down real quick. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me, because I can't hear myself. Okay. I'm okay. I'm all right. Don't edit this, Pat. Just let it roll. First of all, man, rest in peace to Baba Zumbi of Zion I think I messed the man's name up, but you guys know who I'm talking about. If you don't, then Google it. Anyway, my man passed away this week. I think maybe yesterday, which would be Saturday, the August 14th. At the age of 49, man. Age of 49. Underground legend. I think they was associated with the hieroglyphics crew out there. So, this is the second one. We just had my man from Black Alicious pass away just a few months ago. Amongst all of, the rappers, legendary rappers. Now, I can't say that I was the biggest fan or that I knew a lot about Zion I definitely knew who, they are as a duo, and I recognize, his name and what they've done for the hip hop scene or whatever. So, yeah, man. So we have that, and then also on the West Coast, but these are actually East Coast representatives. You had Murdoch and 12 o'clock of Brooklyn Zoo. They were apparently murdered in Portland this week. It was reported by I think 12 o'clock's son Divine and ODB's son Young Dirty Bastard. Actually, Murdoch and 12 o'clock were both cousins of ODB. So, which would mean that Divine, which I think I saw Divine either on Instagram or TikTok, but he dope. He can spit. He a real spitter. But yeah, one of them was his dad. But I guess that means that Divine and I guess YDB, Young Dirty Bastard, are cousins, second cousin. But yeah, so we have those 2 or 3 rather passings. So peace and blessings to their families, man, to their friends, their fans, and yeah, just another rafter we got to put up in the Hip Hop Hall of Fame, man. It's just sad that it has to end this way, especially this soon, because I'm pretty sure, like I said, I know with Bamba, he wasn't a Baba rather. He wasn't even 50 yet. Yeah. So speaking of not being 50 yet, but very, very close to it. Hip hop celebrated, of course. I don't know if I missed this last week. Hip hop celebrated its birthday. Not that one. If I'm the hip hop historian that I claim to be, and I'm not, yeah, we're looking at what, 48 years? And I believe, I know they're working on the Universal Hip Hop Museum in New York. I believe it's supposed to be in the Bronx. Would make sense that it's in the Bronx, but I know it's in New York. And I believe they're going to probably open it on the 50th anniversary. So, yeah, Fee, let's get our money up. Take a trip to New York. Yeah. Speaking of more historical stuff, so all the youngins continue to fast forward. Cypress Hill debut and self-titled album, Cypress Hill, debuted this week 30 years ago. Shouts out to Cypress Hill, West Coast. I don't even think, what are you doing West Coast at that point? West Side. But yeah, man, shouts out to them boys with DJ Muggs. Was it Be Real? Yeah, I'm tripping. I forgot my other man name. What's the dark skinned Mexican in the group? Insane in the membrane. Anyway, it was funny because I was watching while I was getting ready for the show. I was watching the clip or like a video on YouTube of the '94 Woodstock, and I want to say they were the only rap. They're the only rap group. It was a whole bunch of like metal bands. Couple of you had, what's that? All I Wanna Do. I'm not gonna sing the whole song because YouTube's not gonna get me. What's her name? I got a feeling because you're not gonna get me. I can't think of her name. And then another. It was Red Hot Chili Peppers. It was Porno for Pyros, Metallica, Cypress Hill. Why I want to call her Shirley? Sherry? What is that white lady's name? Oh, I can't think. What else? I can't get it. I don't. Melissa Eldridge. She performed. But that's not what I'm talking about. I can't think of the All I Wanna Do. I can't think of her name. Can't do it. Anyway, let me see what we're gonna do. Actually, right now we're gonna take a pause for the calls. I typically don't do this. Matter of fact, I see if I can do this. Can I take a pause? I think I can. Y'all hold tight. I gotta go to my brand. And y'all gonna see my guest's face for like 3 seconds. The thing was just hurry up. I'm Batman. Anyway, be right back. Y'all give me like 2 minutes. All right, I'm back. Okay. So speaking of singers, I thought I was gonna put his face up, but I didn't. Speaking of singers, Erykah Badu got in some trouble. Sheryl Crow, thank you, Fee. The lady name is Sheryl Crow. Singing about Bill Clinton. Anyway, Erykah Badu got in some trouble. Apparently, she was at the former President Obama's 60th birthday celebration, and there was a good number of people. Apparently, it was supposed to be a lot of people, and then the Delta variant met fall plans, and so it scaled it back. But they decided to keep Erica on board. Erica used to be my baby mama. I ain't gonna front. I claimed 7. I claimed that 7 was mine. But apparently, she took a video of the celebration, and these Fox News type. I can't even say Fox News. Fox News actually became kind of moderate now. It's the what is the OAN? What's the like super? Like Fox News on steroids. This is like, oh, Democrats must die. Like, what? You tripping? Anyway, yeah, they had a field day about Obama having a birthday party. What? We don't care. Did they wear masks? Okay, apparently they didn't wear masks, but they apparently, I wasn't there. I don't know, but apparently they did have a protocol in which people had to be tested. And they took temperature. They took all these other things they had to do. But of course, there's been a so much for that gag. There's been a battle of sorts about wearing masks, and if kids in school should be mandated to wear masks. Child. Look, man, I know. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna be bold in my speaking with such conviction. I know damn well that most of you fools who are sitting here talking about, I can't, shouldn't have to wear a mask. I shouldn't have to. I can't wear a mask. Look, I know damn well most of y'all called your representatives, your senators, to make sure that we had laws in regards to making sure that children are in child restraint seats and booster seats throughout the state. All right. I'm pretty sure the same group of people. So why in the blue hell? You probably think hell is blue because Democrats. Why in the blue hell do you think it's any different that the same government that you had no problem saying, hey, any child under the age of 10 need to be locked down in whatever seat that you're in your car. Oh, that's fine. Sure. What's the point? Saving lives, you dummy. Right. Saving lives. Even if it's not just the kid's life, but everybody else. Because, of course, what happens? Kids in the car, boom, car accident. Not only do kids fly out the windshield, and unfortunately, you know what's going to happen. But now they become a projectile and may go into another car and kill someone else. Same principle. And I am pretty sure it's the same crowd that for the past forever, but in particular in the past 9 years, Trayvon Martin, that we've been yelling blue lives. Blue lives. No, we're not yelling blue lives matter. Anyway, we're yelling Black Lives Matter. The same group of people that I just follow the rules. I follow the law. You're gonna get shot. What? Just follow the law. Just follow the law, and your kids won't get sick. How about that? Yeah, that now, huh? How about that? Catch me outside with your mask on. Y'all lucky Jason here. I can't cuss. Shouts out to Jason. Anyway, yeah, man. Stop it. Just stop it. Your kids gonna be all right. Y'all know kids ain't gonna wear a mask anyway. They're gonna wear like a fat. Just tell them it's a new pair of Crocs. What you worried about? Jeez. Anyway, yeah, it got me a little lit. Just a little bit. How much time I got? I got 6 more minutes. 6 more minutes. 6 minutes. 6 minutes. 6 minutes. Eminem. Enigma Sept, you're on. On. Slit Rick ain't on. Sue me. Thank you, Fresh you. On. Okay. Oh, Enigma's really old school. Slick Rick is my favorite old school rapper. Yeah, I like storytelling. That's where it comes down to. All my top 5. Everybody storytellers. Yep. Everybody storytellers. Yeah, it stems from my love for Slick Rick and myself. Let me listen to my music. It's storytelling. That's all I'm doing. Storytelling. Anyway, I think we move on. I got a lot to talk about in the next few minutes. Okay, speaking of the top 5, yes, Eminem is in my top 5. I don't care. It is what it is. Y'all can hate. Matter of fact, he's my number 2. Anyway, apparently a lot of Eminem news. Eminem adopted daughter came out as non-binary. Also, on top of that, they said, and I mean his daughter, because they have come out as non-binary. So yeah, all of that. Just follow me, even if you don't agree. It is what it is. They said that they learned that they are they just learned that they are adopted. Now, apparently, with Eminem and his ex-wife Kim, of course, they got married in '99, broke up in 2001. In that meantime, between time, she got pregnant, because whatever, and had a child. But when they remarried in 2006, Eminem apparently adopted the daughter. So then they got remarried and they got divorced again shortly after. Moving forward, 2020, it turns out that the daughter learned that the biological father passed away and didn't know that Eminem wasn't their biological father, and essentially put Eminem on blast. Now, this also leads to Kim news, which I think I may have announced last week. If I didn't, apparently Kim attempted to commit suicide just last week. And with the news of her baby daddy passing, as well as her mother passing, I think a couple of weeks ago, and just a few years ago, her twin passing away, you can kind of see what the mental state that she's been in. Now, I know a lot of people may say, well, clearly the stuff that Eminem put her through, that may play a part, and it may have, but I think more so just all of this stuff happening all at once can put a toll on anybody. So I say that also to say this, that if you are dealing with mental health issues, and you feel like you need to reach out, please do. Unfortunately, right now, I do not write down the suicide hotline. I'm a bad host for that. However, again, please reach out to whoever you need to reach out to, whether it's a friend, coworker, family, or any medical professional. Take care of yourself, okay? Because life is tough for everyone, especially since the Delta variant is destroying all of our fall plans. And so, if you feel like you're feeling the ways, you don't have to be tough. And also, just to give you all the advice that my wife gave me just the other day, make sure you check in on your people, man. Even if it's just a quick call, check in on your people, make sure they're okay. And not just if you see them on Facebook, don't rely on seeing them posted on Facebook as being adequate of, I say hello to them on Facebook. No, call them up, check up on them, make sure they're doing okay. You know what I mean? We got that. Now, in other if y'all watch the J-Lo Young episode, I used the word salacious. I had to go back and look. I was like, you know what? I was kind of using that word wrong. But yeah, looking back at it now, this is salacious. This is salacious news. Going to top this bottle off. Nicki Minaj is in hot water as accusations of intimidation coming from the victim of Nicki's husband's sexual assault case has come to light in a lawsuit. This came out after her husband, Mr. Petty, and I can't think of his first name because I didn't care to research. I just know it's Petty because he changed her name to Mrs. Petty. He was denied, I think, access, or he was denied something. He was trying to prevent having to sign up as a sexual predator, I think in California, and they wouldn't deny it. So on top of that, now the victim of that case, which apparently happened, I believe, in the 90s, has come out and said that Nicki and her husband and their camp has been doing some nasty things as far as intimidating the victim and the victim's family. Coming in and offering money to the victim and the victim's brother to deny or to say that the accusations were made up. And when the payola, that's a bad joke, the payola didn't follow through, that apparently they sent some goons to have a little talk, if you will. These are just accusations. These are all alleged accusations according to the lawsuit, or at least according to the lawsuit reported by Hip Hop News. But yeah, man, now it's been noted by me that, doesn't sit well, especially since Nicki's husband isn't the only family member that has been accused and are really accused and convicted of sexual crimes. Her brother, of course, was convicted. Jason, stop that. Her brother was convicted of sexual act, I believe, on a minor, and he's right now serving time. So to have two people close to her dealing with these things, not to say that she's that because she had two close people that she did it, but the accusations, if true, that she's trying to protect her husband, like over something that he did, or at least confessed to, or at least took a plea deal to. Yeah, man, just that looks super nasty. But on the flip side, I mean, we still listen to Kodak Black, right? Yeah. So, good news before I get to the next song. Do got some good news. De La Soul music will be on streaming apps. They're announcing on IG. It was funny seeing them trying to get it on IG, looking like the Generation Xers they are. I like a Generation Xer with his hat on backwards. Doing it for Tupac though. Tupac loved having his hat on backwards. But yeah, man. Music should be available soon. I think they said maybe around November. So hey, De La Soul is dead. 3 feet on rising. What's the first one? It's just De La Soul? I don't know. I'm just waiting for Me, Myself, and I. Take it back to third grade. Give you my age. Anyway, I'm gonna hit y'all up with something cool. Hit y'all with a video, and then I got my man's Los Lauren 718. He gonna kick my Anyway, Los Lauren 718. He always gonna do it and do it big. Pause, because that's the homie, and this is what he does. So I have a video, short clip for you guys. Then a song. Then I'm coming. Hey yo. Then I'm presenting to you all my man Moormarshallel on the Enigma Sept Hour. You got time, baby.
That juice. Yeah. It's Lauren. It's funny how quick you move from the bottom to the top. She gave me top, so I moved to the bottom. This world of stardom. Marble floors, panoramic views. The reason why I ain't make it to church to sit in the pews. That juice. Yeah. It's Lauren. It's funny how quick you move from the bottom to the top. She gave me top, so I moved to the bottom. This world of stardom. Marble floors, panoramic views. The reason why I ain't make it to church to sit in the pews. Rose bottles, we pop in the interviews. I'm sorry I ain't get the memo, your girl was in the nude. My team play for cash, it's like the family feud. You got cash, can't fight with a nigga, you getting sued. So many love songs in my life during my album interlude. Like a nut, you might find me in the groove. Yeah, I'm getting deep, I promise no pun intended. Foreign travel recommended, fuck this check out. It's cool, I stay, let's extend it, blow your back out. Cool, third lane, let's extend it. I just want you to love me. Yeah. Don't leave you by the whole beat as you should. Yo, we here. Zodiac Aries too. Yo, I just want you to love me. Love me. Yeah, yeah, DX. Park Chester. Yeah, you. Yeah, and like that, we go. Leo, what up?
Won't you love me? I just want you to love me. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
All right, boom, 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 and we back. This is your boy Enigma September, and this is the Enigma Sept Hour, which you just heard my man Los Lauren 718 with Zodiac Aries 2, Love Me. Now, my mom's an Aries, and I don't know why I can't ever pronounce that Zodiac sign correctly. Aries. I don't know. Sorry, mama. Now, you Aries that aren't my mama, man, y'all was some fun. Anyway, Gemini now. Yo, I got my man S Moormarshallel in the building. What's up, my bro?
Peace and love, brother. Peace and love, Enigma. It's hard to pronounce. I know I'm messing up that word, but forgive me. Enigma, right? Am I saying that right?
The king of mispronouncing words, bro. You are cool. Yo, just to keep it super simple.
Hey, because somebody out there on IG, when I was doing a little promo, they was trying to get it, but you know how we do. We'll short a name real quick. You know what I'm saying? So
right. Enig. Somebody do that yet? Yo,
so
Enig.
Hey, I saw Enigma. So you know.
Right.
But anyway, man, I thank you for having me on, man. I love what you're doing, and yeah, I'm glad to be here. Thank you.
No, it's been a long time coming. For a long time, since I came back to the podcasting, there's been a few people that has been doing the same thing as far as like social media and giving artists, especially locally, a platform. So rather if it was the Beast over in VHS, or my man Bravo, and then of course yourself, and then some other people that were giving artists a platform. And of course, I always kept my eye out because I felt like we had to develop an ecosystem in regards to giving these artists a platform so people know who they are. Like, that's why the podcast was even created in the beginning, in the very, very beginning, before I even knew what a podcast was to give me and my crew an ability to show who we are. And then I just extended that mission to other artists, you know what I'm saying, moving forward. So, no, this should have happened about at least 2 years ago. So I'm glad that we finally got around, got you on the pod, and but the thing is, it's not even about the we didn't even get into the media part just yet, because what you really do as far as hip hop going and what you currently let me start now. What you really do, what you currently doing right now, and it's beautiful. It's just hip hop instrumentation and beats.
Yeah.
So use some props from that.
Thank you. So you kind of get it, huh?
Yeah. So I want to know, like, y'all forgive me, it's gonna be basic, but I really wanted to. Yeah, I'm genuinely curious. This is just my man's, and like I said, I've been watching him for a while, so I want to know the basics. So y'all just gonna forgive me if I ask the basic questions. Like what got you into the music? Like, what were your inspirations? You know what I'm saying? As a young man, you want to do this?
Well, probably this first line will probably explain everything. I'm a PK kid. That means preacher's kid, and and I was raised what we term as Pentecostal church.
Whoa, hold up.
You already know, right?
You.
So them loud. That's that loud group, So we had instruments and all kind of stuff in my family, especially on my dad's side and my mom's side. But I grew up around a lot of my dad people, and they were singers and musicians. And so at a very young age, man, I can remember at 5 years old taking a liking to the drums. And it was like a rap for me right there. I've been, ever since that point, just as musicianship, just had a genuine love for music, And so that's been like, my music has always been a part of my life, every step of the way. So that's the long story in summary. That's what it is.
Man, bro, you don't even know. Like, yeah, like I tell
you got roots.
I grew up in the cost of holiness. I grew up.
Oh, okay, so you know.
Calling Jesus, slapping at the mouth. You feel something? Do you wake up?
Yeah.
Do you jump, start dancing around? Nah, trust me.
Yeah.
Oh, he said, I'm like, oh yeah.
And trust me, you as a musician, if you came up through those ranks, which are a lot of your artists today, and especially your soul artists,
right, they
come through the church, as we all know, and you get your chops in there, man, because there's always a service.
Bro, 3 hours, 4 hours long.
So you building your chops. Trust me.
Yo, that's my cousin Debo. Of course,
y'all. Oh, don't tell me I know Debo.
My cousin.
Get out of here. Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Wow.
He was on the drums.
Man.
His brother Kevin was on the keyboard.
Kevin, yeah, they was like mentors with me coming into the production era. Wow.
They're my people,
Small
dog.
world. Well, we probably ran across each other then before. So you probably was familiar with the Pat Edwards and the that gospel choir. I used to play for them.
Yeah, I grew up. Was it? Because it's Faith Christian now, but
right. Macmillan, Bishop Macmillan. Yeah,
he baptized me, bro.
Oh man, we crossed paths somewhere. Yeah, small world. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Oh man,
but yeah. So that's that's where it all is, and it's just a part of me, And so at some point, being a musician and then learning about production is totally two different things. Some people don't understand that. You could be a great musician, but that don't mean you're gonna be a great music producer because it's too. And I had to learn that. So it took a while, and then there's another degree when you talk about the music industry, the music business,
Right.
and so that's a whole another thing. So all those levels and growing, and those times of growing and going through those periods where you don't want to have nothing to do with music anymore.
Right.
Going through those phases, and it's just something that as you learn that it's a part of you, it's a part of you, and it's a part of your survival skills and how you able to communicate to yourself spiritually and physically. Because creating, being able to create is a way to express a person's individuality to the world. And so you need those type of outlets, and for someone else, it may be something else. So this is outside of the music business. You know what I'm saying? This is just purely you as a person and what God is giving you as a gift. And music, it's a very powerful tool. And I speak to any artist out there, no matter how long you've been doing it. Sometimes, you may be at a point where you're not necessarily seeking it as a music business or opportunity, but don't shut your gift down, because it's a part of you. And part of it is when you shut that down, some of that, it interferes with other things. So you need that outlet. So just sometimes you just gotta, rearrange and put things in priority, but don't just exit out, because it'll kill something inside you, if you do. Yeah.
I think that's important, because it's just like you said, the ideal of just because you're not in the business, or especially maybe even the major level of the business, doesn't mean that you can't do it. Doesn't mean that you can't continue to pursue it. Especially like you said, if it's a part of you, you gotta let that outlet. I think that's important, because I think for so many, I can even myself at one point, the ideal is because the shot to, or the possibility of getting into the business of it seems to fade away, that you figure like, all right, it's done, it's over with, whatever. But what I've learned is, once I've just did it for myself and just did it because of the love, I've had more memorable things happen from making my own project, couple of projects, to performing on the same stage as KRS-One, being able to travel and meet other artists that inspired me. Like, all of it, you know what I mean? Like, yo, who that is? That's James, or I know it ain't Perry. James West? Yeah, it's
James West. That's my boy.
In the comments.
Hey, what up, James?
I don't know if it's
gotta give a shout out to, I don't know if my boy on here, Awkward Productions too.
Yeah. He on the YouTube side.
Yeah, that's awesome producer. Yeah, out in Carolina. But yeah, man.
But that's what's crazy. Yo, I gotta go back to this, because you just totally blew my mind with all of that. So shouts out to James and Isaac and Perry. Now, forgive me if I'm wrong, y'all. If you watching, ask your daddy. If I'm wrong, tell Mr. West I apologize. But apparently, the story told to me is their dad was in a rap group with not only my uncle, my dad's younger brother, but also one of my mom's cousins back in the day. So when it comes down to like this thing, like, it's really a family thing, and I really look at them like as cousins. Like, granted, I ain't finna run up on Ron Dugans and be like, "Hey, you my cousin," because I'm not. But I do look at them like, like I said, I grew up in that church. Like, when I was a kid, like, they was little boys. In turn, as they got older, my dad coached them in flag football over in the South Side. So yeah, there's a lot of tie-in with
that's wild. Yeah, I used to, man, when I came here, the FAMU, when I came up to FAMU, the West family, man, they were really big in my transition. You know, I would be over there. They was there for me, man. A lot of the church family at Macmillan's. I can name a number of families, but they were, man, great people, man, honorable people, man, all of them. So it ain't nothing but love for the West family and so many other families over there. So that's crazy. I never heard about that rap group though.
I want to say Mr. West confirmed it. I want to say he confirmed it one time. But there was a fourth member. I met him once. But unfortunately, my family members, my Uncle Jerome, may he rest in peace, he passed away. And my cousin Marlis, he passed away too. Yeah. So I don't know what happened to the fourth member. And then, of course, it's Minister West. But yeah, man. But yeah, you just, I know the people listening are not going to care at all. But you really just
like, what are they talking about?
Yeah, right. But no, that's literally my extended family. And then, like I said, like literally, well, Debo and them, those literally my people. Like,
yeah, those my boys, man. Yeah, man, that's family, man. Yeah.
Okay. James said facts. Dad did rap. Okay. I ain't tripping. All right. So, okay, let's get back to it. So I had a question in regards to, like you said, the transition between being a musician to going into production, because I saw or I was listening to a podcast earlier yesterday, and they were people were interviewing Sleepy Brown of Outkast fame, and his dad was a famous musician, a funk musician, and he was saying how he transitioned from being an artist and just being a singer, and then he said he went and tried to reconstruct some funk classic. I can't think, one of them Isaac Hayes type songs or whatever, but he reconstructed it. No, I know what it was. Between the Sheets. He said he reconstructed Between the Sheets, and once he realized he could reconstruct the music, he knew he was on his way to, not just becoming a singer and an instrumentalist, but also a producer. So what was that moment when you knew you had crossed over from just being able to, play the drums to actually being a music producer?
That's an interesting question. It could be a long answer, but I think technology for me, once I kind of understood, and speaking of, it was the Howard boards that really introduced me to sequencing. And so once I understood, like, oh, you could put I could be a band inside this machine. And so that part, and started, understanding how to use the technology to make music. I didn't know necessarily at that time that was producing. I was just trying to make a band inside the machine. And so, you had all these things. So I come from the background, being like a choir director, being a minister of music, and so I knew the concept, and having technical training through, music classes and through school. I actually initially came up to FAMU as a music major. So kind of having those understanding of how music work, that helps. And then trying to put it into a recording setting. But I think what the difficulty of like the crossing over is being understanding how to put those pieces together in a way that makes sense, in a way that harmonize. And not only are you dealing with just band parts, but you're dealing with frequencies. You're dealing with how it was recorded. You know, what type of mic and different things you're going to use to record, and also strong song structure, and you know, not just the lyrics, how you're writing a song, but actually how you're going to structure the song. You know, so it's so many other elements, and how to know when you're having too much. You know, like in the Pentecostal church, everybody, they going at it. You know what I'm saying? It's a wild man. It's like the drummer trying to do a solo on top of the organist trying to do a solo, you know, but that don't work in producing. That don't work, you know. So I think I would answer, like, for me, that transition was when I started getting into more of the technology. This would have been around 1990, 92, getting into the technology of sequencing. And it still took time, because then again, you gotta, as a music producer, I think the key, a good music producer knows how something should sound, and then know how to get that sound to be recorded. Right. And so that is the key skill of a music producer. And so, like, some producers, you know, you don't necessarily have to be able to know how to play to be a producer. It helps.
No, one person I think I was telling my wife, because of course, the dude Chunky Thompson just passed away.
What?
Not Booker, not that Chunky.
Oh, okay.
Not him. This is a producer. He did My Life for Mary J. Blige. But I was telling my wife about how Puffy, he pretty much, he's good at arranging things. He's good at putting the right people in the right spot to play the right stuff, so the songs just come out incredible. So to what you were saying, that as far as a producer, sometimes it's not necessarily about being necessarily the music man, but also being able to know what sounds right. You know what I mean? We'll move on. Your girl, I'm gonna say your girl because I'm pretty sure y'all cool like that. Kelly Stokes Tompkins. So I already said, she said hello, and of course,
Kelly. Oh man, wow!
I told you these my people. And
oh man, so yeah, you really digging in. I'm like, man, wow.
And James said, S. Marshall played a major part in me becoming a musician and drummer back then. So, yeah.
Wow, man. Honors to you, man.
If you said 90, because the thing is, I think my parents separated actually 30 years ago this week, 91. So, I probably was still coming around. I think we probably slowed up probably about 92 or 93 before the church building on Orange Avenue burned down.
So then because that's when that particular organization, and there was a major split. And people kind of went different ways. So that maybe that's why we maybe didn't recognize each other. If that was
plus
the case.
I was a kid. I was definitely a kid.
You was a youngin.
I look more like my godson at that time.
Hey,
he's 10 now, so I was definitely that age.
This gray is for real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, trust me, I got it. It's crazy. It's kind of crazy. I got it too. I see it down. Yeah, but
but I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed.
No doubt.
God's been good to me. So
I got
any way I can help folks and our young folks. That's what I try to do.
Yeah, man. Yeah, shouts out to the West Boys. I remember it was my cousin Debo. I still call him Derek.
Yeah.
Debo's so weird to me. I don't know why. But I don't know, like my cousin Linda, she was probably the loudest.
Linda Jefferson?
Yes.
Oh man, whoo, talented.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, you know what? Speaking of Linda, hope she ain't watching because she gonna get mad.
Oh, I just said a whole name and everything.
No, it don't matter. Well, no, what I'm about to say? Hope she don't get mad. It's kind of crazy because, of course, she can sing. She can sing.
Yeah.
And I remember early on when I was getting into music, which I gotta say too, man, being around all these talented people, I felt so insignificant. Like that's why I got into rap because I couldn't do anything. Like, I got cousins that can play keyboards. You know what I'm saying? You got Kevin, you got Lawrence that can play the guitar. Derek play the drums. Every other person can play. My cousin Barry can play the drums. Every other person can sing. I'm like, I can't do nothing. I'm getting to rap. How about that? But no, when I got into music, and I remember, I think we wanted to get Linda on the song. But regardless, I remember thinking like, yo, the way she sings, like I was like questioning, like, yo, could she do it? You know what I'm saying? Not that she can't sing, but just that, that flavor, can people like it? Yeah. And then probably like a year or two after that, Fantasia wins American Idol. And I was like, when I saw Fantasia, I was like, yo, Linda could have did this for real. Like, because that soulful, just gut, like singing, like just singing from your stomach, like, yo,
kick your shoes off.
Kick your shoes off. So anyway, shout out my cousin Linda. But again, those all my people. They're my mama cousins. So
wow, man, yeah. So wow, yeah, we are definitely of some of the same spirit, man. Yeah, wow.
Yeah, West Florida Recording Choir. Yeah, I got people all up in there, and just like I said, anybody that was in that choir and went to that church or went to Faith Temple or in that circle, like those are extended families. That's my childhood, basically. Anyway,
wow.
Yeah, people don't care. Music. Next question, because I know we discussed this yesterday when we was talking. Because you was talking about the business side. Now you had this grand idea, and I'm all for it. But we was talking about this ideal of somewhat of an association or organization as far as hip hop here in Tallahassee. So if you like, and don't worry about the time, we got time. This is my show.
Okay.
My man Pat is gonna have to do.
I saw the hour on there, so I was like,
it's a trick. So if you can expound on, the idea you had as far as building a hip hop association, if you will.
Yeah, I try to be swift with it, but get the point across. As we were saying, here in Tallahassee, trying to get it where local artists have more of a marketplace within the city, particularly hip hop, and one way of doing that is trying to bring together a unified front among artists. And so rather than one artist trying to get on the ticket of whatever show, say Coming to the Moon, or I don't know, there may be some, we got another venue down there before the COVID, of course.
Right.
Where we could have a solid voice among artists, where we can begin to have a voice to these venues to say, hey, these artists are here. The community is, as of together, is support. You know, we have a spot in this community. This community actually helps fund your venue. You know, and some of these same folks that fund your venue, right, have family members that are doing music. And so having a way to kind of come together where this artist has his followings, this other artist have his followings, another artist have his following. But if we're able to some kind of way harness that market and be able to present ourselves to these particular venues to have a voice to get in on some of these tickets. And what I say, I understand for the venues, they all about, can they make money?
Right.
You know, so I understand that. So, you know, a lot of times these promotions, I mean, these concerts that come in, the promoters are not from Tallahassee. Right. These are outside promoters coming in, and they have a big ticket item, and sometimes they you know, maybe joint ventures with somebody here, but they have a big ticket item or artists coming in, and they get in the bag and they're leaving. But we have artists here that I believe that can hold a show just as powerful as some of these well-known artists. However, it will come to a question, well, can you bring in the people into the building, you know, and so forth. But I think that could be done with a united front of artists coming together and harnessing some type of voice to get get a voice with these venues where we can get get main artists on these tickets, and not an artist paying to perform, but an artist being paid to perform. And so, but that takes work, that takes effort. You know, one artist, Tallahassee is a little different. So Hip Hop Tallahassee was something that myself, Rico, the Champ, and Mike Williams, we had put together kind of on that tip, trying to unify the local artists in a way where we can ultimately build that type of force where we can begin to stake a claim on the market. You know, there's monies flowing around in Tallahassee, concerts, DJs, the club scene, all this. And so it's no reason why the local artists couldn't be getting in and getting a cut of some of that. But I think for Tallahassee, it needs to be a united front, because your 10 people and his 20 people and somebody maybe got 250 people.
Right.
We need to bring them all in together rather than one artist trying to sell tickets for a show. So like if we had a united front, you know, where we have those type of followers, and say like a organization like yourself, organization like yourself, or like Hip Hop Tallahassee, being a neutral platform, can be able to go to these venues to say, hey, look, we have 5 artists, you know, solid. We have this many followings, you know, solid. I think that could be a stronger voice in getting our artists on some of these platforms versus one artist trying to go in there and get in there. And then another thing about it is, if say, hey, they just all about the money and we can't pack it in, well, we could make a united front and let the community know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So like, again, you know, if the Moon having an event, but you got 50 artists out there in the front, out there with the signs or letting people know that, hey, we're a group of artists united front, and none of us, the moon ain't showing us no love. You know what I'm saying? You know, this is what it is. We need y'all the community to make a voice to request that they show more love to the local artists. I think things would look a little bit different if we had that type of approach. And it's not necessarily we're looking out for a handout, but the idea is that it's the community that's funding these events. Like, you know, if they hopefully, they could take an L, but but hopefully it's the money is coming from Tallahassee to bring these shows.
Right.
So it's no more or less like if that venue is making money off of the community, I feel like they have at least some responsibility to try to look out for some local artists trying to come up. I just think that is at least, some responsibility to say, thank you to the community for supporting our business. Right. It's just like the corner stores. You got the corner store, you have foreigners go and take over the corner store. They getting all the money, but where's the money going? It's going out of the community to somewhere else.
Right. The money not circulating.
Right. So at least that corner store should have our people working in it. Right. You should have some employees in here working in here, or at least you should be giving or donating to some things that can help the community. So that type of accountability, I feel that could be brought about with a united front here in Tallahassee. It could be done, but it would take some work to get it there.
It's powers in numbers. It's powers in numbers. I love the idea. I love the idea. And of course, we already know some people who probably could come together and make it happen. So if y'all are listening, what's good? I'll let my man.
Yeah, hit me up on my IG, or I'm still open to do it. But the thing with that is, a lot of people are just looking for a leader. They're looking to follow somebody, right?
Right.
And the problem with that is that when the leader is no longer around, the whole movement falls, right? Right. And so I'm not looking to just have, be a leader or somebody. And I don't want to build something where we just following a leader. We want to put a construct, right? A construct, an idea where our organization, it runs on its own, on the ideals.
Its own organism.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, on the ideals. So when you kind of understand that we're talking economics, we're talking about how everybody can eat, right? Rather than somebody, just trying to, get a little come up right quick and bouncing out. No, a whole idea. Then that not only will that continue to thrive, no matter who's, leading, it's more, leading or orchestrating.
Because the organization itself is already built to where you really don't need, you can have like a leader, or someone that's a figurehead per se, but the organization itself is set up to where it's not based on that person. It's not based on that. You just somebody because sometimes you need a face. You need somebody to kind of
you could get we could have someone to be the spokesperson or so forth, all of that. But what I'm just trying to certainly get our people to understand that, like, one, we don't need to go make an LLC to do what I'm talking about. We don't need to set up a corporation. Talking about what I'm talking about. We can come together and move at any time. And like you said, if we showing people that we got numbers, right? They got to talk to us.
Right.
Just period. But they got to talk to us. They got to talk to us. Now, of course, all those things are good to have and put in place and put in structure, whatever. But just understanding the power that we already have that we have not tapped into, right? That's how they want us to continue to be, take advantage of us, So, you go down there with your $25 or $30 and you're giving it to this venue. You go in there to see a good show, but the community realize that that $20, $35 or whatever dollars ain't going to help, Buki down the street who trying to get up out of there and trying to do something better for himself. Right. You know what I'm saying?
More likely, if MC Buki end up getting money, getting paid off this, he gonna come back and help the community versus whatever big star, he gonna go back to whatever, and he ain't gonna care about it. He just getting his money and getting out. Got you. Yo, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead, man. We're gonna let people know what you do and how you do it. You know what I mean? First we got LA Knickers. And correct, you got your man Adrian Morris on this thing, right?
Yes, and actually that's my cousin. Adrian Morris is my cousin. He's known here locally a lot with the Tallahassee Knights. He do I think he's almost every show. I'm pretty sure between him and what's my man's? What's my man, the poet? Anyway. Keith, thank you. Oh, my bad, Keith. My bad, bro. My bad. Where my keys at? Anyway, my bad, Keith. Between him and Keith, they pretty much, you know what I'm saying, are the stand-ins, if you will. Like you think about Tallahassee Nights Live, you think about Keith. Yeah, shouts out to Doc D, by the way, with that.
Also, So anyway, man, everybody in that whole thing, you forgot about me.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we got LA Knickers with Adrian Morris, and then we got Elgin James, and then we're gonna come right back. So y'all stay tuned. This is the Enigma Sept Hour. You got time, baby.
Which Lakers team he played on.
Yeah, it seems like he was just the kind of athlete, the kind of star that was perfectly cast on the Los Angeles Lakers. Los Angeles Lakers. Kavita, if I could ask you to stay with us, we're gonna go.
Why do you hate? Why do you treat me this way? I don't understand it. No. What did I do to deserve this madness? I don't understand it. No, no, no. Why do you hate? Why do you treat me this way?
come into this league, you come in as a 20, 21-year-old, and you have all these adults telling you you should do this and should do that. I wonder what would have happened if I cut my hair. What if I would have removed my gold teeth in the midst of all that? I know this bus wouldn't be looking like this. But I don't know if it would. I don't even know if it would have even been a bus, because I would have lost my sense. Like when I bring with me, I bring my baggage, and my baggage is my story, everything that it took for me to get here. So when you see this right here, you see what it took to get here. You know, it's like, you know, it's easy to walk in a room when everybody accepts you and everybody like, oh yeah, you fit in or this and that. It's harder to walk in the room when somebody's gonna clutch their purse or they're gonna walk on the other side of the street. You know, it's harder to go there and win those guys over. But when you do win them over,
Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. And we back. This is your boy, Enigma September. This is the Enigma Sept Hour. Moormarshallel, featuring Adrian Morris and Dr. Francis Cress Welsing. Oh, y'all, if I mispronounce the goddess name, forgive my tongue, not my heart. I know how important it is to the culture.
Yeah.
It's all good.
It's out now. That's out now.
That's available now. And also Moormarshallel with Adrian James, which you heard the vocals on that track. Now, those who listen live, you only got a snippet. The full version of those pieces will be available on the podcast. So if you go listen to the audio podcast, you'll get the whole song. But just for time restraints and all that stuff, I didn't play.
And if those joints are under SMEL, SMEL. I wonder, kind of this year, I shortened everything, so it's SMEL, SMEL. Now, I do have some music under Moormarshallel, so check that out too. But the new stuff and what you just heard here is under SMEL, SMEL. The last joint it'll be dropping August 23rd, the Edgerinn James tribute.
No doubt. That's how the Edgerinn James just got into the Hall of Fame.
Yes.
And granted, I grew up as a SMEL fan, but I'm gonna throw it to you. Hey, it is what it is. You
might get called out for that, man.
Yeah, I know Harold, he gonna hit me up like, oh, you a Miami fan? No, I ain't a fan of none of them. I'm a rattler. That's what I am. Whatever.
Hey.
I don't like major college football anymore. That'll make me mad. Yeah. So, speaking of, like you said, the man, you put the auto tune on Adrian's voice. He was cool with that because I was like, oh, that's like putting auto tune on like, hey, like he made. So,
man,
yeah, like what was what made you say like, yo, because I think, you know what I'm saying, we put an auto tune on this thing, I think it'll make it
well. It was some timing and production. That LA Knickers track, I had the actual music for maybe about a year. And actually originally I was doing that little hook on there, like where you get the vocal vibe. And I've been worn out. I felt real special about it. But what kind of, I think around Kobe's passing, I had some connection with that. And the actual sample that you hear that comes on first is Allison Morris, who had made that comment about Kobe's passing. And she wanted to say mistakenly, she said LA the N-word. I mean,
right.
She said LA the N-word, but she was trying to say she said LA Knickers, right? And so that whole record is kind of stemming off of that. And if you really listen to, you go listen to it. I did the record in a way where I echoed the last words of what she said, and you will actually hear what she actually said, and it was the N-word indeed. And so it goes on, but that song goes on to kind of say that, look, no matter what, right, what people think of you or so-called white supremacy, racism, is that we all can still be our best and accomplish what we need to accomplish. And that's what Kobe did. And so that's the whole irony in there, is that even though, you know, even at my death, you try to degrade my greatness, but you can't degrade my greatness at all. And so the whole vibe of the music is that spirit of overcoming. So yeah. So I want to say, Adrian, I sent it to him and he wrote that first line. We was thinking about doing a whole song, but I was like, man, because the way I was like, you kind of get how I do my instrument. It's supposed to be an instrumental. And so when you listen to my music, folks, listen to it as an instrumental. Some people get it later. I had one person say, man, until I figured out it was supposed to be an instrumental, man, it's dope. But before I was still waiting to hear the rest of the song. Like, I'm like, no, it's an instrumental. And so, Adrian wrote that first line. Why do you hate? You know, it was just such a powerful line. And he came through. And so we had some time issues for his recording. And sometimes, you know, the one take or the second take don't be the take that the best take. And as a producer, sometimes you got to do what you got to do to make the record right. You know what I'm saying? So that was me trying to make the record right.
It popped off. It popped off. And of course, everybody knows, like, it's, again, Adrian can be compared to the other Moors. Which is one of my favorites. I love Boyz II Men. So,
a lot of times, Levert, people say.
Oh yeah,
I say that Gerald Levert as well. Gerald Levert, I say.
Levert, man, man. I just love some Gerald Levert. Where get this beat from? Give me my Gerald Levert beat.
But there's a very important piece at the end of that when you get a chance, family.
Yes.
Dr. Frances Cress Welsing. I say to her, she's no longer with us, but she points out some very valuable information that tie into how someone could defame a person even at their death, you know, to help you kind of understand what time it is and what the world that we're living in, you know. It's just always good to be aware of the time that you're in, you know. And so when you're aware, you're able to navigate and move in a more proper way where you don't get caught up in a big surprise. You know.
That's my whole thing. That's when, especially when it comes down to, I ain't gonna get too much into it because I gotta bust a move. But when it comes down to me as far as Black empowerment and Black empowerment, just the empowerment of Black people, the key thing for me that I think the very least one can do is just be aware. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you before, like I'm not Black militant, ain't finna be out here, you know what I'm saying, with the red, black, and green gun, nothing like that. But I definitely believe in awareness of how people may look at you, and not let that beat you down, but just be aware so you'll know what fight you facing. But move forward, just knowing that you got greatness in you. You know what I'm saying? Like, because of who in just because of that. So it don't even matter. It doesn't really matter what they think or what they say.
Right.
But just be aware of it. So whenever there's moves being made, you'll know how to do that. You know, it's art of war. You got to know your enemy and know yourself.
Yeah.
And if you know who you are, and if you know who they are, then they can't get the upper hand. Because most times they don't know, because their ideal of who you are is screwed by their ideal.
It's propaganda, you know, and a lot of these you know, media perceptions. But and just like when you say militant, like the black, red, and green, you know, that many of those that so-called black militants is not militant in the sense of what militants really is. You know what I'm saying? Because in a sense, when you're just trying to advocate for basic necessities, you know, being able to move, being able to secure for your family, being able to earn a wage earnings, being able to have the same opportunity and promotional opportunity as anyone else. We're talking about just basic things, but it can be viewed as militant simply because it goes against the power structure that is in place. That's in place to suppress, not just oppress, but suppress. What is the difference? Like when you suppress something, that means you take away something that's rightfully owed to someone. You take that away from them, right, in order to keep them in their place. And a lot of times that what you're taking away is information. The war that we have is a war on language. The war is the language, your legislation, your policies, the misinformation that you're being told because you're not taking the time to go read it for yourself or to see if it's true or not. That's where the real war is. Right. And so by programs like yourself, you know, like at the beginning, you're giving information out. Information is gold today. Data is gold today. Knowledge, that's the way we're moving, you know, no matter what field, musician to, you know, you have some other type of profession, you have to be knowledgeable today. If not, you are going to be taken advantage of.
So, that's it.
Yeah.
All right, bro. I already know we can go a whole another hour.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But yeah,
focus on the
thank
music,
you.
But no, I'm with you. Just understand. Like I told you, a lot of people think I be clowning, but I know. So don't.
Yeah, I know. I be hearing them little jewels you be dropping sometimes.
I clown just to make it easy for y'all. Give me y'all cotton candy.
Yeah.
Anyway, real quick, if you can just tell the people how they can get in contact with you.
Certainly. For my music, definitely you can go to SMEL.world. That's SMEL.world. WORLD. That's my website. As well, on IG, I have Talk Bills. I have an account called Talk Bills. If you like the information that you hear, that's just Talk, TALK, Bills, BUILDS. At Talk Bills, I'm also on YouTube doing informational things on there, Talk Bills, on YouTube as well. So hit me up there on my website, and for the music on IG, Moormarshallel, Marshall, MARSHALL, EL, that's L. you can hit me up there on the music tip and music production on the social media sites there. Thank you for having me, Enigma.
We appreciate you, bro. You're the type of artist that I think come out of Pat and Joe, type of artist that they really want me to bring on the show. So, Joe, Pat, thanks for got thank me later. Anyway, yo, appreciate any and everybody coming through. My wife Alicia, your man Op. Shouts out to him. James West. Girl Kelly Stokes. Everybody came through. My man Aaron, Melody, and Bravo. Everybody came through. Appreciate y'all. Again, the podcast will be available Monday. You can listen to that, download that, whatever you listen to podcast. The YouTube will be up now. If you want to go over to YouTube and replay it. And I think that's about it. I need to go because it's dinner time and I got people to feed. So get up out of here. Again, man, Mark, we got to chop it up, bro, because you just
we ain't through. We not through.
My whole childhood. So we're gonna get up out of here. I love you guys. Oh, also too, my baby Mackenzie, Daddy loves you. Y'all see her back there. Y'all, that's my baby. Daddy loves you. I'm out of here. This is the Enigma Sept Hour. You got time, baby.
Peace and love.